different people. When you go to Bukhara, yet different. In Samarkand, again different, because Uzbekistan is considered to be multinational and also multi-ethnic country. More than 120 various nationalities and ethnic groups live all together in Uzbekistan. Obviously, most of them are Uzbeks. After that, we have Russians, Turkmens, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, Turks, Arabs, Iranians, Tajiks, Tatars. There are Koreans, Chinese, and Japanese who live here, Georgians, Armenians, a lot of different kinds of nations and ethnic groups who live in Uzbekistan. But the name of Uzbekistan is a new name, recently used name. For the first time, it was used in 1924. 1924 is the date when the Republic of Uzbekistan, socialist and Soviet, under the Soviet Union reign, was created. Before, ladies and gentlemen, there was no name like Uzbekistan, and the name means the land of the Uzbeks. It's like Uzbek and Stan. Stan means land, country. In Central Asia, we have all the countries with the same suffix, like Uzbekistan, Uzbeks country, Kazakhstan, Kazakh country, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Turkmens, and Kyrgyzstan, all of them. This is traditional. For example, the names of some European countries for our tradition also ends in stan. For example, Greece, we call it Yunanistan, like Yunnan. For example, Hungary, we call Majuristan. Magyar in Hungary, Majuristan. So this is traditional for Central Asian and Iranian and Arabic countries also, to name all this with the stan. Before Uzbekistan, there was no one country in this territory, but there were three main countries, and we are in the territory of one of these countries, which was named like Khiva, the Khanate of Khiva. I will explain you now better. So the Khanate means a country ruled by Khan. Khan is a political title, like Genghis Khan. It derives from the name of Genghis Khan, which means the supreme ruler. In Khiva, in this territory, ladies and gentlemen, until 1920, there was monarchy and there was Khan, who was the supreme ruler. Only in 1920, the first republic was created, that existed for 4 years only, and then from 1924 it was annexed to the territory of the Soviet Republic of Uzbekistan. In the territory of Uzbekistan and in Central Asia, there were three independent countries until the Soviet period: Khiva, Bukhara, and Kokand. During our trip, mainly we will pass the territories of these three historical states. Khiva, where we are now here, and then we go to Bukhara, and the territory of Tashkent was in the territory of the Khanate of Kokand, which is in the eastern part of Uzbekistan. It's closer to Kyrgyzstan and also to China. That's why, for example, in this territory, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot see a lot of gardens. There are gardens, but not so green. When we go to Samarkand or back to Tashkent, you can notice totally different thing. And there is also difference in the soil, in the ground of this territory. Here, the soil is salty. The ground itself is salty. Sometimes on the surface, you can notice white spots, just white marks. It is salt. Also, tomorrow, when we will transfer to Bukhara, you can see some white spots. It is salt. It is the salt from the soil and from the sand. We are in the deserty territory already. Scientists consider that millions and millions years ago it was all the depth, the bottom part of the sea, of the water. That's why the salt all accumulated here. Also, the water of this territory is salty, and you can notice it, you can feel it. That's why usually we don't advise obviously to drink the tap water. Most of the local people are still used to the wells, the spring wells. Also, when we are in Khiva, you will see a lot of wells where people take water from. Here they have also the tap water, the water supply system, but as a tradition, people still prefer the well, spring well water. From here and on, so we are already out from the city of Urgench, and we are on the way to Khiva. On both of your sides, you can notice some farmlands. The main agricultural crops here are cotton, grain, sunflower, corn, and some fruit tree gardens. By the way, also in this territory here, so in Khorazm, we cultivate rice. The best rice in Uzbekistan is considered the rice of Khorazm. I live in Samarkand, for example. When I go to Bazaar, I try to buy Khorazmian rice. The same thing people do in Tashkent, in Bukhara, even if this is a deserted